He's got a bomb on him. He's got a bomb.
Armed police neutralising the suspect as he tried to enter a packed synagogue. But just over 24 hours after the attack came the astonishing admission that 2 of the victims had been shot by the officers. In a statement, Greater Manchester Police said one of the 2 victims who died suffered a wound consistent with a gunshot injury. It said the only shots fired were from authorised firearms officers, and the injury, unconfirmed as fatal, may have been a tragic and unforeseen consequence of the urgently required action. It also said one of the 3 victims in hospital also suffered a gunshot wound, which is not life-threatening. Both were close together behind the synagogue door. The 2 victims who died were 66-year-old Melvin Kravitz and 53-year-old Adrian Dolby, described as an angel by his neighbour.
This guy was one of the best guy I ever seen in my life. Whatever you get the money to buy a book for my kids, for all the neighbour kids, he was very good, man.
I think we as a community feel really heartbroken to express our sympathies with their families and a speedy recovery to all those recovering in hospital after this terrible incident.
The family of the attacker, Jihad al-Shami, a British citizen, have distanced themselves from the attack, expressing the profound shock and sorrow and strongly condemning what they call a heinous attack. As the investigation continues, 3 people remain under arrest. On Friday, Prime Minister Keir Starmer visited the scene.
This was a dreadful attack, a terrorist attack.
And also thanked the emergency services, along with the UK Home Secretary, who on her website describes herself as a passionate and determined supporter of Palestinian rights. When asked about the timing of pro-Palestinian demonstrations on the evening of the synagogue attack,
I do think that carrying on in this way does feel un-British, it feels wrong, and I would ask people who are thinking about going on protest this weekend, take a step back, imagine it was you.
Organisers have said no to a request from the UK Home Secretary and the boss of the Metropolitan Police to cancel Saturday's pro-Palestinian demonstrations because of stretched resources caused by deploying more officers to synagogues. The difficult question for her now is, does she use the powers she has to stop the protests from going ahead? Paul Hawkins, TRT World, London.